can't really just throw all your eggs in one basket, like they say, and just stay at one club. Being able to know that I was getting interest from still top clubs like that, I think that was a positive for me to be able to know, okay, off the 30-meter sprint, I think it was, I did my hamstring.
I wanted to speak about, you mentioned before, like, overcoming rejection. Obviously, you had it the first time around at Chelsea, then you had it again, obviously being released. Like, how do you deal with that? Because I think, you know, people sort of talk about Gen Z as like the snowflake generation.
Yeah.
They don't know how to handle adversity. Like,
Definitely.
people quit their jobs, I don't know, 10 times in a year. The manager
Another
like,
stats, one of those stats, isn't it? He's been looking at the stats again.
Yeah, so like, speaking to people of your generation, like, how did you do it? Because people are of the perception that people are getting less and less and less resilient, if you get what I'm saying. So how did you do it?
I think the first time when I was younger, I think it was good that I got that when I was younger, to sort of get that first no. Because then that's what you sort of see where yourself are, how interested you are in that sort of thing. Because when you get told no, it's a big thing, and it's either you can step up from that and you can go, okay, I'm going to prove them wrong, or you get that opinion from someone, you think, I'm gonna change that, or you could just step away from it and think, look, that's not me. I think I'm looking to something else. But rejection's a massive thing, and I think it can change you as well, massively. I think like it can change you. I feel like it can push you on, and it can give you that drive to do better and succeed better to what you was doing before. So when I first got that no, it's probably one of the worst things to do at the time. You know, you want to just go into your bed, stay in your room. You don't really want to tell anyone. You just want to be by yourself. But you lift yourself up from that, and then you get opportunities elsewhere, which I think I'm happy to say where I am now. And I say being released from Chelsea has probably helped me, to be honest, to be who I am now, really.
Because after you left Chelsea, there's that sort of window where, what do I do? I'm going into clubs, or rejected there, or they say, we'll give you 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, you don't hear back from them, or we've got to look for other opportunities. So talk to us about that sort of window of uncertainty as well.
So that sort of period, that summer sort of, just after the season's ended, that period can be quite hard, really, because you're thinking about, I have to stay fit, ready for the next season, but then I also don't have a club, so I have to go on trials and things like that. So it can be quite hectic. But I just got an agent as soon as I got released from Chelsea, so that opened up a few sort of pathways and windows for me to be able to go elsewhere. So I think I went to Rangers. No, it would have been West Ham I went first, actually.
Okay.
I went West Ham. I think I was there for a good few games, and being able to know that I was getting interest from still top clubs like that, I think that was a positive for me, to be able to know, okay, it's definitely not the end of the road here. You know, you still got a lot of potential, still got other clubs that are in for you. So it kept my head up for me. And I did well at West Ham. I enjoyed it there, but it wasn't the club for me. So I went.
So when you say it wasn't the club for you, did they make you an offer that you rejected, or they just said they went quiet, or how was that?
I think so. I was there for around, I can't remember the exact time. I was there for a few weeks, and I felt like I was doing well. I was hearing positive feedback from the club, and then I think I just had one shocker of a game. I think I was playing with the 18s. I think it wasn't a league game, but it was like just a game that they'd put together that I played in, and I just played horrible.
So do you know that? Because
I know it myself.
Obviously, I used to play academy football, and obviously Dot's been my best friend for a while. Now I'll phone him after certain games. You're like, Dot, I had a man, man. I got hooked off at half time.
Yeah, so, you got subbed off or got dragged off everything.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely. After that, yeah, you know. But after that game, I just sort of said, look, I knew after the full-time whistle went, I knew I haven't shown myself today. So I just thought, after that, we didn't really hear much back from the club, really. It sort of went quiet, so I looked elsewhere. You know, you can't really just throw all your eggs in one basket, like they say, and just stay at one club, because then you put your time, effort into one place, and then the decision is no, you've got nowhere else to go. So there's a few clubs lined up to go on from there. So I think I went to Rangers after, which was another crazy story, where we was doing testing just as soon as I got there, like a sprint test, jump test and stuff like that, just to sort of test your body, how quick you are, see if you're quick and stuff like that. And off the 30-meter sprint, I think it was, I did my hamstring. And it was like, I had to go back to the hotel, and I'm in Scotland, where I don't
Foreign
know
country,
exactly,
different.
and I'm injured, and I thought, where does it go from here? But I just took time to build myself back up again, and opportunity arose at Derby, and that's where I am today.
So, yeah, it's like you've been around the houses to like get to
Been
opportunity, and I think this is what people don't see on the TV. They see under 16 making his debut, say, "Wow, this is the next prodigy," but they don't know what you've had to go through.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I think there's loads of players who are like that. I think who have that sort of pathway where you just see them doing well, but you don't really see where they've come from or what it's taken for them to get there.
Even Malcolm, who came on for your debut, he sort of got released, went around, got his opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's, like you said, the word opportunity is massive in football. I think everyone gets an opportunity, and it's just whether you take it or not. Really, you could like you say, you could have a shocker one day, or you could perform and then you get pushed on. And I think for Malcolm, that was a big thing when he came to Derby. He hit the ground running, did well as an age group, and excelled in the championship at the time. So, and he's in a great place now. So it shows.